YouTube. What's going on? Appreciate y'all watching the videos. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's me, man. Rodney, what's going on? Sheldon, what's going on? Today's live feed is brought to you by Florida's Natural Orange Juice, the best orange juice in the world. Florida Natural. The rates low. Um, yeah, the rates are relatively low compared to the rates that we was getting in before the Fourth of July. After the Fourth of July, rates are low. Rates are low um, compared to pretty much rates are right back what it was. Just regular everyday trucking rates. You know, um, you know, to anywhere from $2 a mile to $2.50 a mile on longer runs, and for the short runs, $3 to $4 a mile for shorter runs. Like yesterday, I ran a load that went 250 miles for 1,100. Um, and then the day before that, I ran another load for I think that load was, yeah, that load was like, I think it was 1,300 for 300, and I think it's 350, 360 some miles, something like that. Um, yeah, that's what that load paid. You can get you can make, good money on short runs, like anywhere from 100 to 300 miles. That's that's your bread and butter right now. If you got your own authority and you running loads anywhere from 100 to 300 miles, that's your bread and butter. Like you can make $1,000 a day all day long running 200-mile runs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. But once you get up to like 400 miles, it really don't benefit you. 4, 5, 600 miles. You know, I'm saying that it's tough to get the rate in the South that I want. You know, so like you can, like I've seen a lot of loads going up in the Northeast. Like I've seen a load paying, I think I've seen a bunch of loads paying like 2,500 to go 600, 700 miles, but they're going up in the Northeast, right? 2,500. I seen a load that paid $4,000 to go up to Connecticut. That load went up to Kinetic, $4,000. That was on the JB Hunt board. That was on the JB Hunt board. Let me show y'all. I don't know if any of y'all been on the JB Hunt 360 board. It's a nice board. It is a very nice board. Yeah, the short game is where it's at. Rodney, I have a truck and trailer paid off. I'm with Travel Local. We need to link so I can get my own numbers. Man, you gotta pay for a truck and trailer, man. You should have been done got your authority. Rodney, email me at jhtrucking45@gmail.com. Rodney, if you're watching the video, email me at jhtrucking45@gmail.com. I will show you how to get your own authority so you can get all the money. Leave Travel Local right now. You got your own truck and trailer paid for, man. Go get your own authority. Go get your own authority. Stop fooling around. Lease your own truck to your own authority. A lot of guys make it like it's a big deal to get your own authority. I'm right at like 7 months with my authority, and I'm doing just fine, man. I don't even have to work that hard, and I get to keep the money. But I don't want to start rambling about that. But y'all get it. Do you think it's a good idea to get a truck from Snyder, then go to Landstar? Get a truck from Snyder. If it Money Mike, where you at? Who asked that question? Oh, Sammy Mack. Man, look. I talked about this before a long time ago when I was at Snyder. Snyder Finance is not the best place to get a truck. Snyder's not the best place to get a truck. But here's the deal. Like, if you got the cash money, to go to a dealer, you got the credit to go to a dealer and get a truck, by all means, use that resource. But if you don't have the cash, you don't have the credit, you have limited access to starting a business, and yes, go to Snyder Finance and get a truck. You can get a truck, no money down, the payment gonna be high, but if this is your first truck, or you went through bankruptcy and you need a second chance, Snyder has a place. All these lease purchase programs, these leasing the truck programs, these quality programs, all these programs is they have their place. And I pay weekly for my truck, $700 a week. I'm about through paying for it. I got about $30,000 left on it. Got $30K left on it. So, but anyway, I wanted to show y'all this load. I wanted to show y'all these loads. Let me see if I can find that load on here that was paying $4,000. So I can find that load that was paying $4,000 to go up to Connecticut. I think that load was coming out of Memphis. It was on the JB Hunt board. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. I'm on the JB Hunt load board right now. This JB Hunt load board. Let's see. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is right here. Here go the load right here. $4,000 to go up to Pennsylvania. It's 1,300 miles, but that's 2 days work. 4,400 for 2 days work. That's not bad. Conway, Arkansas to Windsor, Connecticut. I think I know. I think I know what that is because I used to go to Windsor, Connecticut all the time in Snyder. There's a Dollar Tree. When I used to go up in the Northeast and go to Connecticut, in Windsor, Connecticut, there is a Dollar Tree in Windsor, Connecticut. I used to run that load all the time. Those loads used to pay very good. There would be short runs paying like $600-700 to go 200 miles when I was in Snyder. It was crazy. It was dropping hook. But we're not talking about leasing on. We're talking about on authority. So Conway, Arkansas to Windsor, Connecticut, it's 1,300 miles. 1,359 miles. Let me get the calculator. 4,400 divide 1,359. That's $3.23 a mile. I mean, that's not bad, you know. I mean, you can put in a bid for the load. See, that's if you book the load right now. So if they want 4,400, I would offer them. I would put in a bid for 4,700. And you know, anytime I call on a load, I always ask for more money. I always ask for more money, at least $200-300 more. You never want to leave money on the table. You never want to leave money on the table, because $200 that could pay for fuel to run the load. That could pay for that's detention on the load, or you always ask for more money on the load. So that they won't. You can book the load now. Just hit that button right there, and you can get the 4,400. But I'll put in the bid for 46, 4,700 if I was to book that load. I seen a load coming out of Memphis. Hold on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Damn. Fuck. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Wow. What's today? The 18th? Fuck. Damn, y'all, this load is paying $4,900 to go to Florida. Damn. $4,900. Look. Bahala, Mississippi to Riverview, Florida. $4,900. Fuck. For them to be paying that on this load, there must be something going on with it. It's a hurricane going on down there? Ain't it's a hurricane in Florida? There's something going on? Damn. This load paying $4,900 to go to Florida. Damn. I'm telling y'all got to be woke, man. You sleep on these boards, you're going to miss out. See this load here going to Indianapolis from Memphis is 400 miles, $2,100. See that load there? See the load there? 2,100. $2,100 to go from Memphis, Tennessee to Indianapolis. It's 400 miles. See that? It's 444 miles. This load here going down to Lakeland. Lakeland, Florida, 2,300. I mean, the rates. You just got to be in the right place at the right time, man. Hold on, this load here paying $5,400. This load here paying $5,400 to go to Hazleton, PA. That's all in the mountains. I'm just gonna tell you, I used to go to Hazleton. That's like around Scranton, PA, and all that. All in the mountains. It's $5,400 though. Yeah, $5,400. $5,400. Damn. I just booked the load. I mean, if I try to call up JB Hunt to get that load back, they're gonna give me hell trying to get that load back. Like I know Uber Freight, you can give a load back easy with Uber Freight. You just call and say, hey, I don't want the load no more. Okay. But JB Hunt, they this load here going up to New York, Bay Shore, New York. I don't know where that is. 3,900 to go to New York, Bay Shore, New York. That's probably like that's probably Long Island, Bay Shore, New York, Long Island somewhere. I think that's what that is. West Memphis, Arkansas, $3,900. We got a bunch of loads on here. Come on, y'all. All these messages up here. Where the load at? See that? That load there on the top paying $3,900. That's going to Bay Shore, New York, Memphis, West Memphis, damn. I might have to get my New York permit. I know I really don't like going up to New York. They got some loads on here today. Got loads on here today. Is my tanker loads with the average rate? No, tanker loads pay above average rates because you know tankers is a specialized sector in trucking. With tanker, you got to invest a lot of money in equipment. If you're a guy with your own truck and trailer in the tanker division, woo, I'm sure it costs you a whole lot of money to get in the tanker. if you're an owner operator with your own truck and trailer, with your own truck and tanker, man. Because I know them tankers, they're expensive, man. Them trailers get up into the $100,000 for them trailers, man. Them, like them RGN step deck trailers, man, they're very expensive. So, with that being said, the rates have to reflect that specialized equipment, you know. Some of my family is out in bathroom shorts. You crazy. Yeah, anything with like a beach title on it, a beach city, that's Long Island. I mean, I used to run loads up to Long Island all the time. It's decent. Once you get through like New York City, cross the GW Bridge, and go over to Long Island, it's decent. You know, it's plenty of room for trucks when you get down in there, and you got the highway. It was 495 that goes around Long Island, and Long Island is decent. You know, once you get out of the city, it's pretty cool to run a truck in Long Island. How long did JB Hunt want your authority to be active before you sign? JB Hunt won 180 days. 180 days. So I got set up with Snyder. Let me show y'all the Snyder board. Snyder's got their own load board. Let me see. So it's got their own load board. So I got set up with Snyder. Everybody be turning their nose down at OIDA Insurance. Everybody turn their nose down at OIDA Insurance, but I'm not having a problem getting set up with these companies with OIDA Insurance. Since I have my authority, I've been turned down maybe like 3 times because of my insurance, maybe 3 times. And I think, and the thing about it, the fact that they turned me down, yeah, they don't like my insurance, but it's some other things that they require on the insurance. For example, I called on the FedEx load one time. The broker said I wouldn't need $2 million of liability and $250,000 of cargo. Now I called my insurance company to see how much that was going to cost. They told me it's pretty much going to double my insurance to get the $2 million and the $250,000 of cargo. It ain't worth it to pull that freight. No, it's not worth it to pull that freight. Like I booked a FedEx load one time, and the broker didn't say nothing about me having $250,000 of cargo, but it just depends on the load, the particular freight. I mean, it's just some people see, and a lot of times when I call on a load and I tell them, and they run my MC number and they found out that I have OIDA insurance, a lot of them, they don't necessarily say no for the insurance. It's just a reason to get off the phone. Okay, so they'll run my MC. They'll be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm calling on this load." And they'll be like, "Well, what's your MC number?" And they'll type my MC number in. Yeah, this load going here to here's one pick, one drop, 39,000 pounds. Blah 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 blah. Picking up the shipper is this, receiver is this. Blah 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 blah. And once I tell them the rate, I'll be like, "Man, I'm gonna want 1,500 on it." He's like, "Man, you know what, man? You got OIDA insurance. I can't put this load on you." You just see what I'm saying? It's just a reason to get off the phone because he don't like the rate. It don't have nothing to do with the insurance. He just don't like the rate. Okay. So sometimes there've been times where I called on the load. They would say, oh, your insurance, but it don't have nothing to do with your insurance. It could be other things. You know, we all do it. It's just like when you're talking to somebody, you don't want to say to their face that they're ugly. You make up something else, right? So it's the same thing, you know, with people are people. But yeah, I'm doing just fine with our insurance, you know. So I try to book loads with when I'm looking at brokers, I try to get set up with brokers where I can get repeat business. I don't want to have to jump on my computer and have to set up a carrier packet every time I call on a load. That don't make no sense. That doesn't make no sense at all. You shouldn't have to set up. You shouldn't have to call, fill out a new carrier packet every time you call a broker. So what I do is I go on the DAC board and I find the top 10, top 20 brokers that's on that board, and I get set up with those brokers because I want that repeat business. So whenever I see their load on the board, I can just call them, hey, MC, blah, blah, blah. I want this load. I got the load. I don't have to worry about getting set up with a carrier packet every time you book a load. That doesn't make sense. Once you get set up with Convoy, once you get set up with C.H. Robertson, J.B. Hunt, Uber Freight, Nolan Transportation, Scott Logistics, it's once you get set up with about 10 to 15 brokers, that's plenty of freight, you know. So, all right. So once you get set up with those brokers, that's plenty of freight. Once you get set up with, I say 10 to 15, 20 brokers. I talk to guys and then they be like, man, I'm set up with 200 brokers. Why? Why you need to be set up with all them brokers? You can't keep up with all them brokers, man. Get you about 10 to 15, 20 brokers and work them brokers. Build those relationships with them brokers. You don't need to be getting set up with 100, 200, 300 brokers. That's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work. You need to work the brokers that you got. 10 to 15 brokers, you can find plenty of freight between those brokers. My truck of loads. But hey, man, I got to go ahead and get this paperwork. But yeah, so I just want to make a quick video for y'all. This video about 30 minutes, you know, and you know, I'm still alive. I appreciate y'all giving me love. Guys been sending me emails, and hey, I appreciate y'all watching the videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.